I completely defined myself by my dwarfism, by the things that were wrong, instead of looking at the things that were right.
Julie Brown-Genovese was born with dwarfism. For years, she suffered physical pain, cruel bullying, and crippling self-doubt. But she's turned things around, publishing a self-help book and becoming a life coach, which has given her and many others a new lease of life.
I'm a mom, a wife, and a life coach.
Already, don't feel panicky.
Keep spreading your magic.
I think my job as a coach is to help people find their own truth. It's like the breakdown before the breakthrough. I mean, you need time to give to yourself. It's like the old oxygen mask analogy. You know, we have to put that mask on ourselves first, otherwise we can't take care of anybody.
It's like I gotta figure out a way when I'm not busy working and helping and stuffing to then when I'm not there. It's like I had to find a better balance.
Being born with dwarfism, I grew up thinking I was a genetic mistake, a freak of nature. The type of dwarfism I have is called spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia congenita, and it has affected all my joints. I've had arthritis ever since I can remember. By the time I was 10, I couldn't tie my shoes or put socks on. My childhood, it was challenging. I remember one boy in particular who just liked to target me. This one time I was walking home from school late and he got down on his knees and started walking around me saying, "Look, I'm a dwarf too." And I remember there was spit bubbling out the sides of his mouth. He was eye to eye and laughing in my face. In my 20s, when I started to read self-help books and personal growth philosophy, that's when I started to realize, I'm in my way. I can have as good a life as I believe in. I worked hard to change my belief system from victimhood to empowerment, and it transformed my life. So now I want to help other people do the same thing.
Julie now uses her own past experiences of struggling to accept herself and find love to help others do the same.
Hello.
Hi, Angel. Do you feel like it's limiting your happiness, not having a partner?
When I go anywhere that is couple related,
Yeah.
it's like, wow, I could be part of that, but I can't. People have been like, why don't you try online? I think I'm just so scared of them like actually knowing like, oh, you're a little person. Like, I think I got like a chat the other day that was like, a guy was like, are you really 4 foot tall? Laugh out loud.
Next time I would respond and say, are you making fun of me, or are you just wanting to introduce yourself in a humorous way? Because my sister once said to me, are you assuming that people will all define you by your dwarfism just because you do? And I thought, oh, I am. When my friends, my girlfriends, talked about their crushes and their first kiss, and I became the one who was supportive of them and excited for them, but no one asked me. I felt, I don't like this body. No one else is gonna like this body. I met my husband when I was 31.
I love my wife. Well, we met because of a mutual friend that we didn't know we had.
And he said, no, I heard your voice before I saw you. And what I heard was the joy. He didn't see difference. We just felt a connection.
With children, she's amazing. With our kids, she's amazing and has a very long fuse. Because when one's a teenager and one's 12, you need a long fuse.
Remember once when you turned... You've done this twice where you've turned on the blender without the top on.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
It's always fun.
What I like most about her is she doesn't just lie back and say, I'm done or I can't do it.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Anytime. Everything's going to be okay in the end.
Yes.
If it's not okay,
That is
it's not the end.
right.